A new mother, a loving daughter and niece. Someone walked into Madame D Beauty Bar.
To do this to a defenseless young lady who doesn't harm anyone, love everyone, it's senseless.
A 20-year-old business owner and entrepreneur that was so talented and had a passion for hair. Not only was, she talented, she was also determined to be a Black female boss. And she did just that. But her life would end tragically due to jealousy and envy. Her name is Destiny Harrison, and this is her story. If you want to bring awareness for Black and brown victims, please share and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and comment below so you never miss a case. Destiny Harrison was born on April 16th, 1998. She was from Baltimore, Maryland, and she was known to be very hardworking, motivated, and of course a sweetheart. Destiny had a passion for hair. She wanted to be known as one of the greatest hairstylists of all time. So she attended Mergenthaler Vocational Technical High School, which focused on learning a trade and a skill. And you would earn a certificate when you're done. And one of the majors were actually cosmetology. She was also managing multiple jobs, working at Walmart, Popeyes, and even Victoria's Secret. While working multiple jobs, she was still able to take control of her grades, which was very impressive. I mean, like, sis, any woman that could work multiple jobs while still, in school and still trying to run a whole business, like, kudos to you. She later went to take her boards and passed, and she graduated in 2016 and was a certified licensed cosmetologist. She was really good at doing hair. Her girlfriends, people at school wanted her to hook their hair up. Slater frontals, Slater ponytails, any hairstyles you wanted, she can really do and do it well. She was driven and wanted to even head to college, which she attended Bowie State University. She was able to major in business management and minored in fashion. At 18, she was on her grind, busy and booked, focused, like she was ready to take on the world. She started off as the founder of Bougie Bowie Styles, and she launched Madame D Collection online store, which had hair products, bundles, lashes, hair care products. I mean, you name it, you was gonna get it on Madame D Collection. Word was also spreading pretty fast that Destiny is the one to go to if you want to get your hair slayed. So at this point, she was doing celebrity clients' hair, such as Shekinah from T.I. and Tiny. Some of you guys know her. Also, the Claremont twins, some of you guys know them as well. So she was definitely rising to the top at such a, young age. Around that same year, March 2018, Destiny actually became a mother. She was pregnant with a beautiful baby girl, and she named her daughter Dream. She was extremely happy to be a mother and was still on her grind. Like, that didn't stop her. Like many mothers, when you have kids and you have a business, or if you have kids and you're still in school, that's not gonna stop you. Like, you're gonna have your baby on your hip grinding still, because I'm one of them, so I love that she continued. She also, brought her baby girl to her first business salon. Her salon was named Madame D Beauty Bar Salon, located on Milton Ave, Baltimore, which they do hair care, lashes, eyebrows. So she was on top of the world, getting financial security, getting a brand new red Mercedes-Benz, and even wanting to get a home at 25. That was her goal. Like, she had her head on straight. She was crushing these goals. She was crushing these dreams, and she was on it. And I definitely applaud, young Black girls that are on their grind, and they, they're not letting anything stop them. But all that passion, the dreams to give her daughter the world, the dreams to just be on top in the hair industry, that would soon end. December 21st, 2019, that evening, Destiny Harrison was shot and killed while working in her hair salon. An unknown person came inside of the salon and shot Destiny while her daughter was there as well. So everyone is in panic mode. Everyone is shook. They all ran out, but they left her daughter Dream there with her mother on the ground. I'm surprised that no one, while they're trying to leave, no one thought of like, okay, let me grab the baby girl to protect her and let's run out. But no one did that. I pray to God that she doesn't remember that. I pray to God, because I don't wish that on no one, witnessing, your parent be shot like that, so gruesomely, so graphically. It got so bad that she was taken into Child Protective Services because there was no one there. There was no adult. It was just Dream and Destiny. So police come to the scene and they're trying to investigate, trying to get as many answers to figure out who killed Destiny. And Baltimore had, this code that, look, they're not snitching because they didn't want to have any heat come back down to them. So the killer was unknown. No one knew who killed Destiny. It's very unfortunate that a community, would just let something slide like that. And there are tons of killings where the community is just like, look, I don't want no parts of that. I'm not saying nothing. I ain't gonna be no snitch. Which is crazy to me, because honestly, if that was your mother, if that was your sister, if that was your daughter, if that was your friend, why wouldn't you want to help that family or help that person? Because why? You want to follow a code of not snitching? Come on, the Black community, we do better, especially with that. And I understand, people feeling like, oh, I don't want to be a snitch, okay? But if you're constantly getting harm in your community, if there are constant killings in your community, look, they can't turn a blind eye anymore. They gotta step up, especially if the killer is still out there. But 12 days right before Destiny was murdered, 2 individuals were stealing her merchandise from her store. She actually walked in on them while they were stealing $30,000 worth of merchandise, bundles, probably edge control, you name it. And when she demanded them to give her things back, they actually jumped her, stomped her head and her face. They pretty much beat her up for wanting her things back, things that did not belong to them, things that they did not work hard for. And the crazy thing, Destiny actually knew who these intruders were, their names and even backgrounds. They were a couple that lived right next door to Destiny and not too far from the salon. Their names were Denia Dobbins and Glenn Kellers. She was actually known as another hairstylist, Denia, but that's no excuse to go on and try to steal somebody else's, products that they worked very hard for. And then you had the nerve to hit up your boyfriend to go on and do the crime with you. Destiny was like, nah, I'm not gonna let this slide. And she actually filed a restraining order against them. And I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the restraining order. I walked in the back and I seen Blank standing by the door. And I also seen his girlfriend holding a bucket while he blocks the door. The bucket had my hair bundles I sell. Blank proceeds to swing. While she's swinging, Blank grabs me and holds me down so Blank can finish hitting me and stomping me. They then ran out. I'm sure they picked the lock to the door, and I'm scared for my life and business. I believe they did it because they was getting evicted for not paying rent. So it's just very unfortunate. You would think you would ask her for help, like, hey, Destiny, we live next to each other. Hey, can you help me out on a few things? And I'm pretty sure Destiny would do it because she was actually, showing people on her Instagram how to slay their wigs, slay their hair, and things like that. So all she had to do was pretty much ask Destiny, hey, can you help me start my own business instead of trying to break hers down and beat her up and flee with her things. Destiny actually feared for her life. She barely wanted to go into her salon. But there's actually no proof if this was related to her death, because there was also no cameras in Destiny's salon. There were some speculations around that they were the killers. They went on and tried to kill Destiny because she filed a restraining order against them, and their court date was about to come up before, Destiny went on and talked some more about their wrongdoings. They went on and retaliated against Destiny. But there's no heavy, proof on that. Baltimore, they're heavy on the model that we're not going to snitch. They're not going to come forward and try to help the family really at all, because they don't want anything coming back on them, which is very sad and very unfortunate. Destiny died at the age of 21. She was so young, had so much going for herself. Gervonta Davis, who is also a boxer, he's also from Baltimore, he paid the funeral expenses for the family, and it was a very beautiful funeral as well. She was like in a white, casket. All the community came on to gather.
Destiny just was a sweet person. She was ambitious. She just wanted to do what she loved. She wanted to do hair and be a mother.
Wonderful girl, entrepreneur, a go-getter. As you can see, she built this from the ground up.
This case was very heartbreaking to me because it's like it was very senseless. She didn't have to go out that way. And I feel like the Black community, we need to do better. We need to just support each other, uplift each other, and protect each other, especially, upcoming, entrepreneurs, upcoming businessmen, upcoming business women, because I just feel like that was just so unfair. That was just so unfair. And some people also felt like, the feds should have been in front of her salon when it was broken in the first time. Some people feel like, the feds kind of let her down. They should have had someone watching, her and watching her surroundings. But I don't really feel like that's realistic, because I don't see them really taking their time out, taking out their patrols out there to sit in front of her salon to protect her. And there's probably some racism within that as well. They're probably not going to go the extra mile, but I don't know. I feel like it's sad that she was in her own community and something so drastic like that had to happen to her. And sometimes I also wonder too, maybe you need to move out of your old environment, especially when there's a whole bunch of haters, because that's when a lot of, nonsense comes knocking on your door. Sometimes I feel like you just got to get away. I don't know. I was just thinking that too. I was talking to my husband about that. Dang, what if she picked up her business and went to Atlanta or Texas, somewhere that was just kind of not in that environment. But, I don't know. Maybe she wanted to stay closer to her family and her friends. But I don't know. I know y'all heard that saying that sometimes you got to leave the hood, in order to get better and, receive better. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you feel like those two were the killers? Let me know what you guys think about this case. But on that note, I will see you guys next week.